We're live.
Good morning.
I don't know what it is. Usually I'm going at this time of the morning. Saturdays, this is early.
You are dragging on Saturdays. I don't know why.
I always am. I don't know why. I don't like getting up in the morning. I just don't like it.
I love it.
I know you do. That's a strain on our marriage.
Not really.
Not really, but... Anyway, good morning, everyone. Welcome. We are live here on the Flipside. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday, July 26th.
Oh my gosh.
We had our 4th anniversary 2 days ago. And...
As always, he
how
treats
many
me like a
days
queen.
is that?
I don't know. It was 1,096 last year. So 1,096 plus 367.
Come on, do the math.
Nope.
It's 1,500.
Oh, nice even number.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I do math fast. I don't do it correctly.
365 times 4.
I know, I'm looking for my... See,
Where's
it's
your
too
chat?
early.
Where's your
It's
chat?
too
People
early.
already
I
have come up
know.
with the solution.
They haven't. 300... And it's 365 days.
Yes, that's
Leap
what I
year is
said.
364.
Why is it 1,365?
Because it's too early. Times 4. It's 14... I was close. 1,460. I guesstimated it, and I got close. 1,462 days
That we've been married.
that we've been married. Feels much more like an appropriate number when you put it that way instead of just full.
Yeah, last year's card that I got him said 1,096 days of me talking to you nonstop.
Yep. That is correct. Let's see here.
We had a very nice anniversary.
By the way, Victoria said, good morning. I am here live today.
Good morning.
Even though it is 7:30 a.m. It's 8:30 a.m. But maybe it's 7:30 where
She's
she
Alaska.
is.
She's 7:30.
There you go. Micah is here. Hello. Tom is here. Hello. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Philip says hello. Good to see you. Good to see you, Philip. Tom says, by the way, Victoria's 7:30 is entirely too early. Not for Tom.
You are both wrong.
Tom is like 10:30 when it's 7:30 for us.
No, he means 7:30 in any time zone is too early.
I agree.
I don't.
I agree. Sam needs a beated debate about coastlines to wake up.
Oh, well, stop. I won't
think
even.
he probably meant
I
heated
won't
debate.
even.
But here's the thing. Well, I guess the H and the B are pretty close, but on the keyboard. But yeah, he corrected himself. He said heated.
I won't even get him riled up today.
No,
I'll just.
Here's the thing.
Nope, he's going to go. Shh,
No. Listen. I wasn't even riled up last week.
No, you aren't.
I don't care
No.
what a coastline is and what a coastline isn't.
I never said the coastline. I said the coast. It's
I
different.
know. No, it's not. It's the same thing.
Either way,
It's
doesn't
just
matter.
when you
We're here to for you.
capitalize the article the, you're speaking about a specific place in Washington State.
Yes.
I knew that. But I didn't care. I just watched a video, and it was a southern lady saying, I like to stir the pot. I was stirring the pot last week, and it was fun.
Yep. That's how we roll.
All right. So, congratulations, Victoria. Ketchum says thank you. Ryan says happy anniversary. Hello. Thank you. Ryan didn't even say hello. He just rolled in and said happy anniversary.
That's good. That's nice.
Thank you, Ryan.
I don't mind.
Need to get another play of Augsburg 1520 and clear the table before it arrives. How are you going to clear the table before it arrives? You can't clear the table unless it's in your house. You can't clear the table before it arrives. It's impossible. And you can't even play the game before it arrives. So everything about that sentence makes absolutely zero sense. David needs to wake up as well. He hasn't had his coffee yet, I bet.
Maybe.
Mastfath is my favorite. That is correct. That's exactly what I said too. Not heard of Augsburg. You haven't? It's a city in Europe. How can you not have heard of Augsburg? Scott Drew says, thanks for being late so I could make my English muffins. You are welcome.
I do love English muffins.
It's all about, that's exactly why
Wait,
we were a couple minutes late.
Did you make English muffins from scratch?
No, he heated them up in the
Toaster?
In the toaster.
He didn't make English muffins this morning?
He bought the Pepperidge Farm English muffins from Walmart.
I mean,
That's
he didn't make English muffins?
Didn't make English muffins.
I've made them once from scratch, and they didn't turn out very well. So I didn't make them again.
It's about a museum or belongs in a museum. It's a museum game with an interesting bidding mechanism. Augsburg 1520. Why are we whispering? Why not, Tom? It's an effective mode of transportation.
Transportation?
Of thought. See?
I think Sam needs to take a break and drink his coffee. He's very confused this morning.
It belongs in a museum, 2006. Yeah, maybe. I don't have it, though, because I only have good games. We celebrated our 26th anniversary on Thursday. On Thursday?
Who was that?
Scott Drew's.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's our anniversary.
That is our anniversary.
July 24th. July 24th. See, it works with everything.
I don't know. I think I need to play that music more. I liked it.
Sam, the chat makes more sense when you read the chats in order that they posted. I kind of did.
Kind of might be the key.
Oh, I missed one.
See?
Howdy, howdy. Nemesis Pledge is out for delivery. So he needs to play Augsburg.
1520 before.
Yeah. But that sentence in and of itself did not make any sense. I'm just saying. You need to English better, David.
Or you need to read better.
No, English better. I read his sentence perfectly. I just didn't read the one before it. I understand what David means, Tom says. Victoria Ketchum laughs at me. I am on live chat, David.
He just
I
didn't read the
understand
first
too,
one.
Victoria said. Sam is wound up this morning. No, I'm not wound. Why? I'm not wound up. I'm not wound up at all.
We're very relaxed here. Totally.
Also, Sam whispers because he desperately wants this to be an ASMR channel.
Ew.
No, that's not correct. I think ASMR channels are...
I don't even think that's a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah, no, it is.
No, it had its phase and then it's done.
It still is. It is not done.
No.
There are people that do that stuff all the time because there are people who love watching it. I think it's kind of creepy.
I don't like it.
I think it's kind of creepy. I mean, I don't... There are sounds that are pleasant to listen to, but...
Frogs?
No. Frogs are like listening to your alarm clock go off constantly and not being able to hit the snooze button.
I had the window open the other night and I thought the sound of the frogs was glorious. It was the sound of the frogs, a little bit of the wind.
Meanwhile, 3
I
o'clock,
slept
I'm still
like a rock.
I'm thinking homicidal thoughts about frogs at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I thought it was lovely. It's like a sleep sound machine. Or
yeah, it's a sleep sound machine for people that can't sleep. That's what it is. It's like...
I thought it was lovely.
It wasn't. It was not at all. So yes, we did go see... So on Thursday, we went... that was our actual anniversary, and we went out to eat at the place that we had our first real date at.
Yep. It's also one of the nicest restaurants in town.
I wouldn't go that far, but it is a good restaurant.
Really good
Don't get me wrong. It's very good. I don't know if it's one of the best, but it definitely has good food. And the people are nice and all that kind of stuff. So it's locally owned, and it's one of those places that has a whole lot of history within its walls, and that's another thing that I like about it as well. So we went to McGlynn's for dinner on Thursday, and then on Friday, I mean, all the kids were busy. One of them had to work. The other one was doing sectional leader meetings at our house.
At our house.
Which involves the 2 high schoolers blowing into loud devices.
Brass devices.
And no, don't want to be around for that. And the other one was with his mom. So we were like, anniversary date part 2.
Fantastic Four.
And so, first of all, we're not going to give any spoilers.
Nope.
We don't do that.
Nope.
We do not do that. Now, if we talk about a movie that is 25 years old,
we're going to spoil
We're going to go word for word on the actual plot and all of the surprises because it's 25 years old. But first of all, I love the retro
I loved it.
Jetsons
I loved
theme.
it. And the whole decor of the rooms and like the curved offices and the chairs, and I super love bright colors. I loved it.
Yeah.
That was super cool. But then they mix it in with like modern stuff too. Fist bump, blowing it up.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a modern movie in a retro setting.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
It was
I
really
thought
cool.
that was cool.
I loved it.
It's a really neat thing. And I liked the fact that, and again, trying not to be spoilerish, but I liked the fact that they were normal people that had superpowers, which is what the Fantastic Four always kind of was. But when you read so many comics of them, it's like you can only see them for their superhero persona. Mm-hmm. This movie
like
showcased them as not just superheroes, but like normal people.
Well,
with
but it also
superhero
showcased
powers.
them as a family.
Right.
Like, this is how people are family. It's somebody's best friend, somebody's brother. Like, it just becomes a family.
All right, so Tom asks a good question.
What did Tom ask?
He said, how can the Jetsons be retro when it's set in the future? Because it's a retro view. It's a retrospective point of view on the future. It's what people thought in the past what the future would be like. That's why it's retro. It's 1950s style future, which is nothing like what future turned out to be.
Have you ever heard the conspiracy on the Flintstones?
No.
The Flintstones are actually like post-Jetsons apocalypse. That's why they have things like garbage disposals and cars and construction vehicles, and it's like supposedly the conspiracy is Flintstones is actually like
conspiracy theory. First of all, that is a tweaker's
I'm
dream
just
while he was flying high one day, dude. The Flintstones were just post-apocalyptic. Oh. No. The Flintstones. It's a modern Stone Age family. Come on. Yeah. But
they had like time clocks, and they had like
I'm thinking that this conspiracy theory, I'm beginning to think, started with you. Because you've thought about this way too much.
I like Saturday morning cartoons. I really like cartoons. In fact, if they still had Saturday morning cartoons, I would probably watch them in the mornings on Saturday. But they don't.
Okay. We all saw. Jackie says we saw Fantastic Four, and Superman this weekend. We saw Superman
Yeah.
last weekend,
And then this one.
which was
I liked Superman.
that's probably the extent of our movie going for a while. I would imagine. I don't think there's anything else out there right now that we really
Everyone
really
says
want
that
to see.
F1 is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, but see, that's not a movie that I feel like I need to go see at the movies
Right.
because it's a real world type thing. Like Superman, it's spectacle. Fantastic Four, spectacle. F1, not so much. I preferred Fantastic Four over Superman, but enjoyed them both. I would absolutely fall into that category. I think I enjoyed both movies just fine. Didn't have a lot of things or expectations going into Superman because when you get around to its fifth iteration,
Sixth, seventh,
it's like,
I have no idea how many.
it's like this story has been told a lot. And I get that maybe they're just trying to get some new actors in there and,
Sure.
and the new special effects and all of that kind of stuff. And you're able to do things now that you weren't able to do 20 years ago. I get it. But I just went into it with very little expectations. I thought the actor that played Lex Luthor
He was so good.
was
Actually, the whole character, not just the actor. The way they developed his character.
he's no Gene Hackman. I think Gene Hackman was the absolute best.
Well, he was the OG.
But I think that he did when in the ride back home. I think all three of the kids said, "I hated Lex Luthor," and I'm like, "Well, that means he did a good job. That means he did a good job because that's what you're supposed to do with the villains. You're supposed to not like them."
Right.
So that was cool. Superdog, I don't know what you call him. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, name.
Something, I can't remember what it is now. Somebody's going to come up here and say what his name is and then call us stupid for not knowing it. But that's okay. Yeah, it's just not there. But here's the thing. The dog just felt like having a dog.
It felt like
the movie.
comedic, you know.
I mean, it's like, what are we going to do? Superman is so alone. Let's give him a dog. And I know it's not his dog. It's his cousin's dog. I get that. But it's like, wow. It just seemed out of place. A lot of cool parts of the movie came from the dog. Don't get me wrong. But it is what it is. Mr. Terrific. My new favorite character. Blake says, I'm here.
Blake.
Hello, Blake. Wait until Jess finds out about Scooby-Doo.
Crypto.
I was thinking Calypso. I was like, nope, that's the wrong IP and that's not the right setting.
Crypto.
But Crypto, okay, that makes sense. Did Bezier have a copy of Game Makers at Origins? It's, first of all, the Game Makers. Get it right. Duh. Yes, they did. They did have a prototype copy. You could play it at Origins. I think they limited how long you could play, but you could. And I believe they will also have one at Gen Con as well. Matter of fact, they're going to have it. He was explaining to me. Well, actually, I think he did on the video as well. He's going to have an actual pallet, not a pallet jack. Pallet jacks are small, but an actual forklift there, and the forklift is going to be raised to about table height, and they're going to that's going to be their demo table for the Game Makers, and there's going to be their Panda. And it's going to be actually pretty cool. Jay's a cool guy. That was a great conversation. I enjoyed talking to Jay, and he's a good guy as well. I did not know that Cardboard East was the name of his channel. I've only ever met him as Jay Bernardo, the marketing manager of Bezier. I knew he was a content creator, but I didn't know what the name of his channel was. So when somebody said that in the chat, I was like, well, whatever that. And then he was like, yeah, that's my channel. I was like, well, I feel stupid now. But yeah, he's a good guy. We're still kind of burned out on superhero movies, Scott Drew says. That's your loss. Wait until Jess finds out Scooby-Doo understands English and almost speaks because it's possessed by an actual ghost.
No. Who said that?
I'll give you 2 guesses. He's another person that loves to stir the pot.
Blake?
Nope.
Eric's not even
No.
here. That's Tom.
Nope.
And I don't know.
Gosh. David
does
Brownlee.
love to stir the
He
pot.
stirs the pot all the time. Tom says, wait, David, you mean dogs don't actually talk?
They do. I'm sure Tom talks to his dogs too.
They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. Haha. Jackie says, to be fair, Fantastic Four has less legacy and nostalgia to overcome with audience. That might be true. Mr. Terrific, my favorite new character. I'm here. Not to most folks, your telepathic powers make you an exception. I agree, dog-held movie backstory-wise. Oh, well. I remember Crypto the dog. Yeah, Crypto is the thing. I mean, they made a...
He just made a comedic level.
Yeah, but it wasn't just comedic relief. It was more than that. He was pivotal in a couple of places, but those places felt contrived. But, that's just me. Did I play the Game Makers? No, I didn't. When I stopped by the booth, the table was full. They were right smack dab in the middle of it, and I didn't have time to wait around. But he did give me the whole spiel about how it works and all of that kind of stuff. It looks like a really fun game. And at the same time, it's a super labor of love because the number of emails that Bezier Games and their team had to send out, I think he said it was to the tune of something like 18 or 1900 email threads, not just single messages, threads, to make sure and nail down the permission to use all the box covers. So the Game Makers, you haven't seen it yet. The Game Makers is a game where the players are publishing the games that are in the industry. So there's a card with Memoir 44's box cover on it. There's another card over there with TI4's box cover on it. There's another one over there with Blood Rage on it. So it's all of these games that actually exist. And they said they had to send out an ungodly number of emails and email threads just to get the permissions. And to the industry's, what do you call it? As a praise to the industry, most of the companies replied with, yes, absolutely. Go ahead and use it. It's absolutely fine. No worries. We give you permission to do it. There's only a few of them that they had a whole lot. And most of those were because of intellectual properties that were being used. So, a game maker. Blah, blah, blah. Playing a game on a forklift, that's a new one. Just look, it's the Game Makers. I know it is. That's what I told you, Tom. I've never been a big superhero movie person, Blake says. I find them boring most of the time. Okay.
Fantastic.
This has been a common thing ever since last night.
I can't get
Walk around the corner and she goes, Fantastic. Oh. I don't know what it is.
I already told Sam I need to see if Alexa has the music to that, because I think I would like to just listen to the music to that soundtrack.
Maybe.
Soundtrack to the movie? Is that what it's called?
Yep. Jackie says, LOL, David. What did David say now? Oh, got it. Okay. Jessie needs her own Saturday morning cartoons podcast.
I just need Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, look, I'm already up. Nobody else is. I should be watching Saturday morning cartoons.
It's probably true.
Just saying.
Might make a good video short series when they run out of chip flavors to try.
I don't know. I'm done with the Pringles. Those were gross.
Jessie's Playhouse. I'm not a fan of that name. It would be appropriate since she teaches preschool.
I know.
I miss Saturday morning cartoons, Tom says.
I'm saying.
That's not what we're watching now, Tom? David asks.
Well, we're definitely not the Flintstones or the Jetsons.
To be the one to teach the game makers would have been awesome. To other producers and designers to hear all the unprovoked commentary. Yeah, maybe. Perfect. We've decided. Nope, that's not going to happen. David just channeled his inner Eric. David always does that. I cover for Mr. TI4 until he chimes in. Exactly. Mr. TI4. All right, so we have played a few games this week. Yesterday we just played Whale Riders, not that one, but the other one. And this one was pretty fun.
I like that one, actually.
This one was pretty fun. We just played this yesterday on the stream, and it looks wonderful. Tom is wrong. He talked about how this cover drew him away.
Well, it is a big orange orca. That is weird.
Why don't you call it a orca? Why don't you just call it a whale?
Because that's 100% an orca.
But what is an orca?
Orca is a type of whale, also known as the killer whale, but that's just not real.
Yeah, but I mean it's not orca riders.
Right, it doesn't have a blue whale.
Truth.
It doesn't have a narwhal. Narwhal's actually
That's
a dolphin.
true.
It doesn't have a dolphin. It has an orca.
Dolphin's not a whale.
Nope.
A dolphin's a dolphin.
Dolphin's a male. Dolphin.
Yes. That's how you
Dolphin.
pronounce that word. Dolphin. That's correct.
I love dolphins.
I just don't... What? See, there's a narwhal right there.
Yeah.
See?
There's a beluga.
Yeah, a beluga there. It just because... I mean, it's whale riders. See, there's a narwhal right there. Mm-hmm. That looks like another killer whale.
Mm-hmm. An orca.
I knew you were going to say orca if I said killer whale. Because you probably don't even like the name killer whale.
I don't. It's going to come open.
I know.
Thank you.
Because it's got the stuff at the bottom of it. Everything slides down.
If we just had a 3D printer, you could print a little thing for it.
Yeah. If I had a 3D printer, I'd absolutely do that. Oh, wait, I do. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm also waiting to be taught how to use that thing by the person who sold it to me. But
Have David come
busy
over
too.
for dinner sometime. Have them come before game night, and David could teach you too.
he never owned... I didn't buy that from David.
I know, but he
bought it
has
from JT.
knowledge about things.
Yeah, I know, but that was JT's.
I know.
He knows how to use it. I asked him, and he said he would. But we just haven't got around to it.
You just have to, like, do some looking up or something.
I don't want to do that, no. Blake says orcas are now classified as dolphins. Well, that's just dumb. Why would an orca be classified as a dolphin?
Now I need to know why that changed.
Well, look it up on your phone. You got your phone over there. We had a Mr. T when I was in elementary school. No, he did not pity the fool. Did he wear a bunch of gold chains? No, he didn't. Orca is actually related to dolphins, Victoria says. Then Blake said, orcas are now classified as dolphins. Sam is finally waking up. Orca-whale debate. Nope. Not feeling it. Killer dolphin sounds cooler than killer whale. It does kind of. Have you seen the trending clip of an orca taking down a massive shark? No, but now I am going to go look that up because that sounds like a cool video.
Stop, Strider. Stop.
Philip says, get him, Jess.
God. Stop.
Strider. Why don't you call in an orange whale-shaped citrus? Unfortunately, by the time the Fruit Riders title was rejected, the cover art was finished. That was a bad dad joke.
I'm reading it and I don't understand. So
they
now
really
I have to
live up to their name, killer whales. If only we had this magical thing called the internet that Sam could learn from. Wow, that was really kind of passive-aggressive and nasty there, Blake. Wow. Orcas are the only predator that will kill great white sharks. So the great white is not the apex predator then. Orcas are.
I was on the Washington coast one time, and I think I was up at Third Beach on La Push, and there was a very dead sea lion washed up, and it had the most ginormous bite out of its side that I'd ever seen. It was crazy. It was like giant sea lion and a literal chomp right in his middle. It was crazy. It was really crazy. That was also the same trip that I think I saw the biggest rat I've ever seen in my life. It was a sea rat. One of the students I had was a Russian marine biologist. He was studying English in America. Anyway. And as we were on there, he's like, oh, this is a rat from a boat. It's so big. And he's like opening its mouth and everything. Ugh. But it was pretty cool. Like the big giant sea lion with the big bite out of it. It could have been a shark. It could have been it could have been a whale. It could have been, I don't know. But there was a definite chomp. That was crazy.
Why are they not whales anymore? That's why I don't. Why did it change?
I don't know, because one of the qualifications of whales is you could have either baleen whales or the toothed whales, and it would be a toothed whale, so I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. I've seen some crazy things wash up on the Washington shore, but that big old sea lion was one of the craziest. I was out at one of the tiny beaches in West Seattle one time, and there was this big log, and it was probably 8 feet long, and as we were kind of climbing around it, I rolled the log over trying to walk on it. Fell, of course. Anyway, as I rolled it over, there were full carvings on one side. And I was taking pictures, and I'm like, what do I do? And I contacted my mom, and then we ended up contacting the local tribes to see if it was one of their totems. It wasn't. It was actually from a tribe up in Alaska. And it floated down, and they came down and got it and put it back up as part of their museum. But it was because I'm sure somebody else on West Seattle Beach found it, but I don't know how many people called it in. But I was like, I think this is somebody's. I think this belongs to somebody.
Sure.
I mean, it was really neat. And you could tell it had been washed in the water, so, the carvings weren't as intricate and stuff, but it was pretty cool. Things that wash up on Washington.
There's a lot more information here than I can actually read.
I can't. I will look at this and find out, because I don't understand why they're not whales anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, they were, I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, Pluto was a planet, and then it wasn't a planet. So, sure. I don't know.
Largest member of the oceanic dolphin family.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever. See, she's still doing it, people.
Can't get it out of my head.
Shark Week was just ruined, right? Is there such thing as good dad jokes? Yes. They're all good, even the bad ones.
Tell me one. What was one you learned yesterday?
Not right now. Orcas are the only predator that will kill great white sharks. Seriously, Tom? Dang. Shark Week just ruined. Humans are the apex predator. I don't feel like the apex predator when I'm in the water with sharks and or killer whales. They are huge.
Big.
I'm sorry. I don't feel like the apex predator. Now, we have tools at our disposal that make us the apex predator, but left to our own devices, I don't think so, pal. Last time we were in South Africa, there was a pair of orca in the area that had chased away all the great white sharks. Did you say thank you to them?
I would say thank you.
We once saw a raccoon as large as our outside stairs.
Yeah.
How
Raccoons can be big.
How big is your outside stairs? A raccoon. I can't even imagine a raccoon the size of one flight of our inside stairs. How big is her inside? I mean, is it just like 2 steps that go up? I could see that. Proud dad moment. Kids just ran in having a lightsaber fight.
Oh, we love that. That happens around here a lot, too.
That got a thumbs up. Did you join them, Philip? Blake asked. Beaches. Exactly. Nice. I'd love that. Talking about the lightsaber fight. Every time Imperial March in the background.
I think you could do a mashup between Fantastic Four.
Keep it down,
and
kids.
Dun, 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 and Imperial March.
Don't make me use the Force.
When Sam got his lightsaber and was battling the kids, Aiden was like, "You really?" What did he say? He was like, "You're really." I don't know. He was saying that Sam was battling very efficiently on Aiden.
Oh, I gotcha.
You remember that?
Yeah. I don't remember what he said.
I don't either.
It was 5 steps, and it was also as wide as... That's a big freaking raccoon.
I don't.
Are you sure that wasn't the rat from Oathsworn?
Or the bear? Was it a bear?
Yeah, good night. Okay, so I asked, did you thank the killer whale? No, we didn't, Tom says. Did a cage dive, and the only shark attracted were bronze whaler's shark. Oh, so you wanted to have the sharks because you were a tourist wanting to get in the water with a bunch of sharks. And the stupid killer whales chased them all away.
No, see, I thought I would like to travel with you. And then you wrote, get in a shark dive tank. No.
Svartson is here. Jan Roger, good to see you. Stop calling them killer whales. It's obviously killer dolphins now. Duh.
Killer dolphins.
Killer dolphins does sound cool. Sounds like a movie. Like a B-roll horror movie. Killer dolphins. Yeah, like Sharknado. Now we're going to have Killer Dolphinado. Yeah. We don't get bears in this area.
Who's that, Blake?
Blake. Right, dude.
Not in the city, true. But in Washington, you get bears.
You just
We had one down by the Wenatchee River a couple of weeks ago.
Yep, we did. He's a little small brown
No,
bear.
baby.
He was a brown bear, right?
Yep.
He wasn't a black bear.
No, brown bear. Or a little black bear. I don't know.
I don't remember. But that's that. So anyway,
We played Whale Riders.
we
That was
played
really
Whale
fun.
Riders. We do have, because I got it with the thing, we got Whale Riders, the card game. And we'll probably give this a go probably sometime today. It does not seem like it is very difficult at all. I mean, it's a Reiner Knizia card game, for crying out loud. So none of that says complex. So anyway, that's that. And I think the card game is has, I don't know, it's just more of his art on the cards. So that's cool. You know, there have been some card games that have Vincent Dutrade's artwork on them that I'm probably not going to play again. And every time I think about giving them away, I can't make myself do it. It's weird. I'm like, I'm never going to play that game again. But it's got Vincent's art on it. And I really like that art. I'm not going to get rid of it. Every single time. It's gone like 4 or 5 times now. Yeah, I think I've gone as far as getting it off the shelf. And I'm about to put it in the box, and I'm going, no, I'm not going to do that. It's weird. Anyway, that's that. We also got in a review copy of Ice and Idols. This is a new one from Inside Up Games. JT had the opportunity to play this at an Atom event last year. And he said he enjoyed it, so... we're going to give this one a whirl. This one I actually want to open up and talk about it. So we'll go down to the table here and actually show it, because the components and the board and the table presence is really what kind of gave this one a go for me. So here is the rule book, and I have the rule book in that part where I had to put a whole bunch of stuff together, but there is a lot of construction for this game. Let's just put it that way on the front end. But once you get everything put together, you just have to pull stuff out and get it ready to go. That's the game set up. So the whole gist of the game is that the hieroglyphs led us here to a temple long buried beneath ice and snow. Shelter from the biting wind brings little comfort, though. The walls, thick with dust and frost, speak of an age older than our tools can measure. Gears and counterweights lie forgotten, encased in ice, their purpose lost to time, or so we thought. Idols scatter the temple floor. Never had that word used that way, scatter. Scatter the temple floor. I know, I saw it. And stranger still, shapes etched into walls and floors seem to await their return. So we're archaeologists going into this ice temple to try to find stuff. That's the basic gist. Ryan, $15. Thanks for the package,
Ryan.
Sam. You're awesome. You are too, Ryan. Thank you for being here, and thank you for that. We appreciate you very much. We appreciate it. And we'll give that. Oh, I can't do that. I can't give it a like. Is this related to ICE? No. Blake, yes, definitely more rare than raccoons. Derek has said, I said or later. LOL. What does Derek says? It's early when you regularly go to bed at midnight or later. That's funny. Going to bed at midnight and getting up at 9 is still 9 hours, which is the amount of sleep you're supposed to get. Yeah, but...
I don't think I'd get...
Sounds like the ice game from the French designers. Never heard of it. But I don't know. Anyway, this is what it looks like set up. And then here's all the rules. The rule book does not look very, intense or anything like that. But there are character abilities, so everybody has their own little ability. I like that. Variable player powers is cool. Different kinds of scoring based on the scoring tree here. So you get the idea. So this is the scoring tree, double layered cardboard. so that the cubes can sit inside there and not move around and so forth. These are the different player boards. I'm not so hot on the player boards, but they are this thing where you can, they're double layered, but it's got that flap on there. So I don't know, this felt like a prototype, but I don't think it is. Anyway, each place has a little thing to hold one of the cardboard idols that are in there that you'll see in a few moments. And then your character card goes down here. And then you have a ring that goes up here that has something to do with something. Again, I haven't read the rules yet, but you have all of these in here. And then this is the overlay of the board. And it's got that neat clear plastic, so it looks like ice, but we'll set that aside for now. These are the little walls and places that are going to go inside the grid of the board. So here are the cubes that you're going to be using on that other tree. Here are one kind of idol. Here is another kind of idol. Here is another kind of idol. Here is another kind of idol. And here are the the different player pieces, the little meeples that are there. And these are other little, there's another idol in here and so forth. So you get all of that. Whole bunch of different cards that you can use. You each have your own player card, which has your special ability down there on the bottom, and so forth. And then these are a bunch of different action cards and so forth. Again, haven't read the rules yet, so don't hurt me. All right, so first off, this gets set aside. And these are the little posts that are used for the actual game to hold the game board together. These are the actual board, here, put that off to the side real quick, that you are going to piece together. And this little thing, depending on what side you're going to use, you use the side, this is the standard side, and then you have the other side that's kind of like not standard. You put the rubber piece down, which is going to basically be the thing that holds it in place. You push that in there like that, and then this is pieced together. No, not like that. Where is it? Here it is. No.
Out that way. Yes.
There we go. I'll get it started here in a minute. Like this. And which side you use on each of these things is delineated by the little golden rings in the gears. All of this side has the golden rings in the gears. The other side doesn't have any golden rings in the gears. So that's what tells you how you put that together. Then this little thing, I don't know if you can see it on the board. It has a little on the.
Would it help if I put?
Yeah, maybe not. There's two little symbols here, and it tells you which of these boards goes on this edge, and so forth. So we're looking for fire. And again, you got to use that side or this side. This is the standard side. And so this has two little things that you just slide it in on. Like that. No, it's like that. It's nothing I can do about it. Mm-hmm. The sun goes over here like this. Come on, get in there. There we go. And then the star goes on this one. And then the moon goes on this one. Basically what happens here is you have the sun and the moon opposite each other. Notice, moon, sun. Then you have star and comet, I guess you could say, that way. And so this is going to set down right on top of it just like this. And that's what makes the board. And then to hold that board in place, these little guys go in here and hold the board together so it doesn't slip and slide or fall apart. All right. Then we come back, and this is where one of these guys goes in the middle, just like this, and then everything else is just put randomly out there on this little grid. And You randomly put it out there, and part of the idea of the game is that you are trying to figure out the whatchamacallit, the puzzle of the temple, so that you can pick up all these different things that you need to pick up. All right, so that gives you an idea of what the game looks like. And then you're gonna have your people out there moving around. I'm just trying to give everybody a look at what the game looks like. So you're gonna have these people moving around on these different spots and so forth and so on. I'll put him here. All right. So that's basically the idea of what that looks like. It gives you an idea of what it looks like set up. I really like the look of this game. I really, really like it. Hopefully we'll be able to get this played and soon. But this is one of the games that I was interested in. I don't know. I can't remember if it actually made... crud. I know it was on my short list for games that were coming out and going to be available at Gen Con. Whether it made my top 10 or not, I don't know. But I think it was. I think it was. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go look real quick because Gen Con Games YouTube. Dang, it did come up. First one. Boom. Yep, it was number 5. It was my number 5 game to look for at Gen Con. So take that for what it's worth. I was right. I remembered. It was on my... I knew I was interested in this. But yes, it did make my top 5. Matt Hansen is the designer. The artist name is Edu Valls. EDUVALLS. Edu Valls. So that is Ice and Idols. I know that's probably causing some people some difficulties, so let's pull that back. Let's see here. Travel the Board is here. What's up, Travel the Board? Good to see you. I thought this was a Q&A. At least Blake has the answers. I don't understand. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to do what everybody says. I gotta go read the stuff in order, so I gotta find the beginning because when I start talking about a game over here, I take my eyes off of chat. Okay, Derek, but even going to bed at 1 is 8 hours, 2 is 7, still enough sleep. Oh, Blake's still on that. Okay. If you get less than 8 hours sleep every night, you will be tired eventually and need a sleep in, Derek says. I agree with that, actually.
Or a nap.
Or a nap, yeah. Oh, cubes. I find it especially difficult to wake up on Saturdays when I'm working on weekdays.
True.
Absolutely.
I slept until 6:15.
Wow. A whole 45 extra minutes. Blake
and
says,
then somebody's alarm went off.
Oh, Blake's arguing with Derek. Not really, Derek. They've done studies on this. If you get up at the same time every day, your body just gets used to it. I agree with that to an extent. But your body might get used to it, but you're still going to be tired.
No.
Yes. That's how I feel. From my experience, I did get used to just getting up. But I'm still tired. And the less sleep I get, the more I feel like I need a nap during the day.
I like naps during the day.
You find it difficult to get up because that's the mentality that you have, therefore it is. Wow. I think, therefore I am. That's dangerous. You're only sleepy because you tell yourself that you are. Again, you can find lots of studies on this subject. I hear you. I hear you.
There are some days my MS actually makes me very, very tired. But that's MS, not
Yeah, well, that's
But
probably
but
what
it
he would have
literally
said.
like
Well, that's not the same. That's not the
right.
same.
Well,
He
it
wrote on there.
isn't. But there are days where I'm like, oh, I can't keep my eyes open.
I don't know. I really don't. There are now. Listen. There are some times where, for example, if the kids are like, I can't go to school today. Oh, I'm
so
really
tired.
I'm really tired, or I'm really sick. I don't feel sick. I was like,
Buck it
power
up.
through, man.
Yeah, buck it
Power
up.
through. Get through. It doesn't. But see, that's the thing. I'm not saying that they aren't tired. What I'm saying is that you got to power through that. But I think come on, sleep deprivation is a real thing.
Sure.
Sleep deprivation is a real thing. It's not that your body just gets used to it. You will begin to go crazy if you deprive yourself of not enough
Well,
sleep.
I don't think 7 hours is depriving yourself.
No. That's not what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
he's going to this whole thing of you're only
You're
sleepy
getting it.
because you tell yourself if you're sleepy.
Well, no. Sleep
No,
deprivation is different.
people
but
get burnt out. People's bodies wear out.
true.
After a while, they can't go on anymore. So it's like there's some truth to what you're saying, but I think it's not as large of a truth as you're giving it because there's all of these studies that have been done. I'm just saying, yeah, I'm awake now, boys. So,
All right, read on.
not going to throw the whole there's many studies that's been done in my face and expect me to just accept it.
Read
That doesn't
on.
make any sense. Sorry, Blake. The sleep expert, Derek says. Do you work at Sleep Country? Why is it giving Death Star vibes? Probably dun 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 dun. Well, think about that.
Did you not hear me?
Yes, you did. That's
No,
what. That's
I said
where
we
this is
should-
coming from.
It
I'm
should
just
be a
catching
mash
up.
between.
No, I don't think it's not Death Star. It's not Imperial March. It's literally dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's that classic. It's not. It's a play on that. It's not even Death Star March, which is weird because they're heroes. Why do they have the dun 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 dun?
It's not that.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a high. It's the same cadence. It's different notes, which is why it sounds different when you Fantastic Four. Dun 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 dun. Come on, that's what it is. It's the same cadence. Yeah, they're telling you that the Fantastic Four is going to go bad. They're going to go evil. They're going to team up with Galactus. They're going to realize in Doomsday, they're going to team up with Doctor Doom and Galactus against all of the Avengers.
No.
That's what's happening. I'm telling you. Everybody loves Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal, everything he touches is gold. Oh, wait, he's a villain now? Oh, we still like him. Don't get me wrong. Pedro Pascal is one of my favorite actors. He's a good guy. But he's going to be a villain.
He was a villain.
In what?
The Wonder Woman 1984.
Why did you have to bring up the worst Wonder Woman movie?
It is not the best Wonder Woman movie.
Let's see here. No, I don't. Derek, do you work at Sleep Country? I thought this was a Q&A. At least Blake has the answers. Let's see here. Idols, artifacts, special powers, multi-layer boards, so similar. I agree, Blake. Death Star vibes for sure. I wonder how well the cardboard will hold up sliding into the plastic every time you play. Well, about
we
that,
haven't played it yet, we can talk about that after we do a playthrough.
Yeah, that's about. She's okay. I was gonna be honest with you, but she told me not to.
I'm just saying we haven't played this yet, so you can't give an opinion on anything yet.
Blake said eventually the cardboard is eventually going to give. And we all know because there have been a lot of studies done on it. Can you imagine being that dude? Your job is to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there it went. Okay, 8 times. Next, 1, 2. Whew. How about that for an existence? Wouldn't like it.
You know, there are people whose job is to test deodorant.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
It's weird.
I bet you they smell wonderful, though.
No, they smell other people's. They're the researcher. So they put the
Oh, that's
deodorant on
creepy.
them. They put the deodorant on them, and then they make them all sweaty, and then they lift their arm up and...
Oh, no. That's not okay. That just went into a very bad place. No, thank you. I don't have to smell anybody's armpit. If I'm standing
It's
next
like,
to
what's
you...
those jobs?
No, if
What
I'm
is it?
standing next to you
And I can smell
you
you.
don't stink, you're fine.
Right.
I don't have to lift your arm to
What is
test it.
Mike Rowe, right? What was his worst... What was the show he called?
What?
Mike Rowe?
Mike Rowe.
That's what
Not-
I just said.
You know, you said micro.
No, I said Mike
You
Rowe.
said micro. You said micro, and I was like, micro? What are you talking about?
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe, yes.
Didn't he do something like that? It was called Worst Jobs or Disgusting Jobs or...
Yes.
It was a series called...
Yes, it was, and he now has a series that's very similar to it that's called Somebody's Got to Do It.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, I just should watch that. That'd be funny.
Derek says, in your opinion, Blake, how much sleep would be too little sleep to wake up for this Q&A on Saturday morning? Oh, come on. Not everyone needs the same amount of sleep. Again, they've done studies on it. There's that phrase, dude. Who is they? And what kind of study was it? Like some fishermen take multiple short, like 20-minute naps and they don't feel tired. Yeah, power naps. That's been around
I'm a
for...
big fan of power naps. Sam doesn't do power naps.
Power naps have been around since before you were born, Blake. I'm pretty confident in
You
saying
don't do
that.
power naps.
I don't do power naps because just like what my great aunt used to say, that's just long enough to make you angry. That's what a power nap usually
I do
is.
45 minutes.
I
and I
lay
am,
down for a power nap. I wake up 20, 30 minutes later. I'm kind of pissed that I got to get up again now because I was good sleeping and now I have to get up again. That makes me a little cranky. I'm not tired anymore, but I'm pissed now. So there you go. Maybe that's what's wrong with the world. People are on edge because they're taking all these power naps and they're getting pissed off, and then they go outside and try to interact with other people in a pissed off state.
I am not pissed off when I take a power
No,
nap.
you are an anomaly. You can go on like 3 hours sleep and be absolutely chipper. You might be an alien. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
This gaming has changed. Build it up first. Dunno, do I like that? I don't. Okay, here's the thing. You do have to construct things. And there are a lot of games that you have to construct things on. This one was a little bit more, and again, not talking about gameplay. I haven't read the rule book yet, but getting the game ready to play was a little bit more on the extensive side than in the past because they used acrylic. And acrylic has at least one side of it that has a little film on it and it peels it off. And it's a thing to protect, I get it, but every single one of these things, there's 24 of them, had things to peel off, and I also then had to take the walls and put them into the things. It's not a big deal, but as far as having to
But the
build
walls
the game,
have to match a certain shape.
yeah, the kind of wall is on a certain kind of
On a shape. They have specific
pattern.
pattern. That's a good word.
But anyway. Probably looks cool in person. On camera, it's hard to see with all the clear walls.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can get my camera to work on my phone. Video capture, and yeah, it'll get up there. So here we go. That gives you an idea. But it looks really cool in person. It's a really neat looking game. And I like the idea, the archaeological theme of it. It looks really cool. I think it's really nice. It's just, it was pretty difficult. Not difficult. It was pretty hard. It was time consuming. Let me just put it that way. It wasn't difficult or hard. It just took more time than I was expecting it to take to be put together. That's all. Looks interesting, but I'm worried the setup time would prevent it from getting to the table. Just jumped. I have to... Come on. I hate it when it jumps. Okay, there it is. Getting to the table often, that's a possibility. I don't know. Sam, are you guys going to Gen Con? Wish I could. So many games I'm interested in. I'm not going to Gen Con. It just didn't work out this year. Other things that are going on with the family, nothing bad. Just other things that require my attention back here. And the lack of people I could go with, as far as a company that I could go with, because I don't make nearly enough money to personally fund all of these trips to these different conventions. I just don't. We don't together. So unless I'm going with a company, unless they're able to subsidize some part at least of my getting to the convention, so that I can work for them, it just doesn't happen. Don't be a politician, just answer the question. Derek. Oh boy. Okay, guys, cool down a little bit. I agree, David. I would not want to put this together. I did answer the question, Derek. No, you didn't. Let's see what Sam says about it. I would say 6 hours, Derek. This should be entertaining. Yes, Sam the man. Did you build your game shelves? Prefer those to Calyx? I do prefer these to Calyx. I did not personally build them, but a contractor buddy of ours did build them for us, and they did not, with his expertise, they did not take very long to put together at all.
Also, that was part of when Sam moved in 4 years ago when he got married. I got him these shelves.
Yep. Jess should be on chat duty when Sam is yapping. Wow, yapping. That is such... That is such a negative phrase. Yapping. Yapping, he says.
Who?
Sam, you got used to getting up, but you feel tired because you have the mentality that you will be. That's just not true. That is just not true. Period. End of discussion. You can't tell me what I'm thinking. You can't tell me what I'm thinking.
Stop.
No. I'm not mad. But you can't tell me what's going on in my head. You just can't. There's no way for you
Believe me, Sam tries all the time with me.
I gave up. Every body is different. That is true. Travel the board. I stay so crazy, busy. My sleep has become when and where I can. Very unhealthy. I'm working on it. That is true. And for all of these studies that talk about you're only tired because you think you are, that Blake is referencing.
I guess the question would be, try teaching my preschoolers at 6:30 in the morning someday and tell me you're not tired. I'm chipper and awake, but I guarantee you, if Sam stepped in, even if he'd been wide awake, he would be suddenly very sleepy.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go. Jackie says, see you later, Jackie. That was a long time ago. They have already gone.
Yes.
If you sleep 5 hours a day persistently, that is going to catch up with you, Blake. I agree with that. Not for everyone, Derek. Some people do it, some people don't. But if it does, you could add an hour then.
They're still talking about this.
Yep, they're still talking about it, but it's fine. I don't mind as long as you don't get, like personal.
Tom's there to moderate, so he won't let anybody get spicy.
Tom won't get spicy, but as long as it doesn't get personal, you can talk about whatever you want. Just don't get personal.
Tom is there to help us keep it from getting spicy. Actually, Tom's there just because he likes us. Tom's there just because he likes us.
I would love to have those studies that have been done on that Blake is referencing. Have that done on military people, because the physical effect of being in the military is real. And part of that is exactly what you're talking about. Only sleeping 3 hours a day. Because you've got to be up doing other things because of that. And it has a real physical effect and a psychological effect. But anyway.
Tom asks something about me. I see my name from his message.
Oh, it's all about Jessie. So let's get back to Jessie. What does Jessie say?
I'm just trying
Does
to get
Jessie
him
wake
back
up
to
angry
reading.
after her power naps?
Nope.
No, which is one of the things that makes me angry. Because she wakes up and she's like, oh, the world is hello. Every single time. And I'm like, I'm still tired.
Takes a lot to get me angry, Tom.
Like the smell of cardboard, sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you like board game smells? Yes, he says. Micro also has an amazing podcast called The Way I Heard It. My wife has listened to every single episode. Highly recommended, Scott Drew says. I find all perfume and cologne to smell nasty.
Yeah, I don't like perfume.
Well, there are some... Okay, deodorant doesn't smell bad to me. But perfumes and colognes, way too much. Too much smelly smells. And it usually gives me a headache.
Me too.
If I have to sit next to it for any amount of time.
I don't know where the bag with the meeples is. Oh, the meeples are all out here, but I don't know where the bag is.
They make board game cologne. Get some. What? They don't make board game cologne. That's not true. Oh, by the way, I smelled some candles that were in our local board game shop the other day. And apparently...
I smelled them too.
Apparently the elves stink.
I didn't like the elves.
Because the candle that was Elven Woods or whatever, smelled like B.O.
It did smell.
So apparently the elves stink, which tracks because they live outside all the time. They live out in the woods. The wood elves do, at least. Not the snooty ones where Elrond lives. Nemesis Retaliation had an interesting smell I haven't smelled before. I equated it to the wash on the minis. Could be that. It could be the kind of plastic that they used. Could be the acrylic tokens that were used. There's a number of different smells that come from the factory when you're talking about a board game production. You could rub cardboard on your... Oh, that's weird. If the setup requires more than opening the box, taking the stuff out, and starting, then I don't want to play. Okay. You'll miss some good games because there are some games out there that have a lot of setup time, but they are super fun.
That's why I want to play this before you say anything.
Different, yeah, exactly. And again, I'm not talking about gameplay at all, but as what's being referenced in the chat, setup time. Yes. Does have
absolutely
a draw or a push. You can like a smell without wanting to wear it. I like the smell of pizza, but I don't want to smell like pizza. Blake can probably talk about smelling like pizza. You could rub cardboard on yourself. Good morning, everyone. PK is here. What's up? Good to see you, Ken. Or afternoon if you're in my area of the world. I like the smell of chlorine. I can see that.
I was at the pool so much.
But I tend to equate chlorine with chemicals. And I don't want to smell like chemicals. And I don't like the smell of chemicals. It's not a bad smell. It's a clean smell to me. If I smell chlorine, I think clean. Interesting. I remember the day. Thanks, Sam and Jessie. Got to go. See you later, Micah. I remember the days of smelling like McDonald's when I worked there in my teens. Yeah, that's a bad smell. Fast food smell in clothing is bad. I used to work at a Taco Bell. And even then, didn't like it so much. Food smells that have mingled with each other and then mixed with sweat, not good.
I was a waitress at a high-end restaurant, a high-end golf club. I would frequently spill trays of drinks. I always had, like, alcohol on me. I was clumsy even then, but
We're just having a fun combo. I thought you were, Derek, and that's why I was
it's all
joining
good. It's all good.
in. Mine was just a reminder. Don't get nasty. You mean I'm supposed to watch chat also? Yes,
No,
Tom.
no.
You are.
You are here to just entertain us. We love you.
That little wrench that's right next to your name, that means that yes, you're supposed to be watching chat.
No, it means he gets to
Matthew
watch
Rose
us
is here.
and he likes us.
What's up? What's up? David Brownlee says, TM, watching the chat will increase your powers, but comes with the risk of going insane. Did you guys have Wild season tickets for next season?
Yes.
But of course. If someone else does the setup for me, then I'll play, but I just can't with long setup. That's understandable.
Yeah.
I understand that. Chaz Brown is here. What's up, Chaz? Good to see you. Deodorant doesn't bother me. Do an Axe smell test one day. Again, listen, I understand that. I used to be a teacher in high school, and I subbed for some middle school. And middle schoolers and high schoolers, when Axe came out, they thought it was the next, I don't have to take a bath anymore in my entire life. And showers are completely done for me because I have Axe body spray. I can just spray a whole bottle on myself and I'll be good for a week. No, you actually won't. Now you smell like stinky Axe body spray. And again, what I meant by that is that deodorant, even Axe deodorant, if that deodorant doesn't bother me. It's the high end and the low end, because the low end stuff smells really bad. The high end stuff doesn't smell bad, but it's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much. I think most people equate the smell of chlorine with clean. Bleach as well. Then Blake says, then what is it when it's a new pool or a pool that's been drained and cleaned? Ryan. I recently heard that the smell of a pool isn't the chlorine, it's pee mixed with chlorine. Interesting. Huh. I don't know. Ryan, if you say stuff like that, you have to put a sentence in there that says they've run a lot of tests and studies on that already. For us to believe you. Sorry.
Baby, you gotta get Aiden up.
PK says, I work in a middle school and all the boys think that Axe is the equivalent of a shower.
Yeah, I know. It's so gross.
That is absolutely what it is, and that's not true. That was weird. The stream on my computer froze, but the stream I watch on my TV did not. That means your computer's about to die, dude. I didn't know Sam worked at Taco Bell. It all makes sense now. Why would that make things make sense? That doesn't make anything make sense. What's wrong with you? Then it smells like ool, not with no pee. When I was the teacher at Colonial back in Florida, this is a conversation that I had with the person who ran the spelling bee team. I don't know what you call them. The people who practice spelling words and they go and do competitions. Yes. The spelling bee team. I told her that you should have your shirts. You know, you can do whatever you want on the front. But on the back, you say, we put the P in pool. That should be your slogan on the back. She wouldn't do it. I think
missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. That's what I think. That's what it should be. Does anyone still like the smell of gasoline?
I do not.
I wouldn't want to wear it. That's the wrong way to spell wear. But I enjoy it at the pump. I do not. I actually do like the smell of gasoline. It's an enjoyable smell. And I think it's one of those smells that's polarizing. Either you love it or you hate it.
Right.
It's just one of those things.
Cilantro.
Truth. Yeah, maybe. I like the smells of all fossil fuels, Ryan says. Do you guys follow the AHL? No, we don't. I was super happy that my home team, Abbotsford Canucks, won the Calder Cup. I did see that. I didn't remember where they were from, but I remember that they were called the Canucks. But congrats, Derek, by relation. Reload your browser if the stream hangs in case the issue is on your end. Maribeth has a friend whose daughter does not bathe. She feels she doesn't want chemicals on her body. She just uses essential oils to use as deodorant.
No.
That's, with all due respect, that's disgusting. So you're going to mix your natural body oils with natural oils and think that you're being cleaned? Ew.
You can
What
bathe
kind of hair?
without
What
chemicals.
kind of hairstyle does she use?
You can bathe without chemicals. You can still bathe clean.
Yeah, and there's like natural
And you can use
natural
essential oils
soaps.
to
I bet. I mean, there's
wash,
natural soaps. There's chemical-free soaps that are out there.
Beeswax soaps and
I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can.
what is the one in a liquid? I forgot what the name is.
I don't know. Spit.
Nope.
Graduated high school in 1996. I graduated high school in 2019.
Baby.
Blake says. Glenn is here. What's up? What's up? Hey, yo. In Tacoma, at least in my school, Axe never really took off for some reason. It's because you went to school with a bunch of hippies. They didn't care how they smelled.
Tacoma's not hippies.
It's on the west side.
Tacoma's not hippies.
That's a bunch of hippies over there.
Ellensburg is more hippies than Tacoma.
No,
only
Ellensburg
because I
is
lived there.
country. Ellensburg is country. Ellensburg is country.
Actually, Mom said last night that the rodeo is going to be early. Should we go to the rodeo this year? We probably won't be able to get tickets, but
Maybe not. Wow, Derek, that was a long time ago. I graduated high school in 1992.
beanies.
So, yeah, that's that. With the pulp factories in Tacoma, you would be able to smell. Would you be able to smell the axe?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's true. I don't know what pulp factories are, but we had. What are pulp factories? Water? I mean, what are they making? What are they making? Paper. Okay, paper factories. All right, good. We had those. One of the worst smells ever.
It's pretty terrible.
One of the worst smells ever. When you are old like me, your opinion on sleep will change. Oh my goodness. You don't need chemicals in order to bathe. You can get natural soaps. Exactly. See, Blake and I agree on some things. She is a little odd. Understatement, Tom says. Got my Flipside sticker the other day. Awesome. Thanks, Sam. You are welcome. Residing now on my water bottle. Awesome sauce.
Mine too.
And I got this other one for her for our anniversary. I don't know if you can read that.
Get your phone.
I don't know if you can read that, but oh yeah, I can. Here, hold it for me real quick. Let me go ahead and get this. Here, set it up. Set it up. Let's go back here. Boom. Here, a little bit further down. There we go. That's good. This is what her sticker says. Be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. That's right. That is absolutely correct. So, I saw that in the store that they got the flowers in.
So beautiful.
So, that's cool. Trust me, Sam, my school was in no way hippies.
Yeah, there's no hippies in Tacoma.
Did Jessie call me a baby? That made me feel younger.
Babies.
Well, if you graduated in 1996, you're a baby compared to me. I graduated in 1992. I was a senior when you were in 8th grade. And she was going to her senior prom with the cow when I was a freshman.
Take the cows. I just took my pictures with the cows.
You might as well have gone with the cow.
Did not go with my cows. I took pictures with my cows.
I went to a school with a reputation. That's not necessarily a good thing. I'm with Blake on the sleep topic. I get more sleep now that I'm retired, but still only average 6.5 hours. Thanks for the validation. My grandmother used to work at a cardboard box factory. So that's a connection to your memory. You like cardboard smell probably because you relate it to your grandma. Perfect sticker.
I know, right?
I've got the 1900s T-shirt, badge of honor for us 80s kids. I would say that I don't necessarily disagree with Blake, because I do believe that when you put your mind to something, you can get through that. But I disagree with the statement that apparently a lot of studies have been done about, that you are only tired because you are telling yourself that you're tired. I don't agree with that. And I've got
more years of experience.
I've got a lot of years of experience to back that up. I don't care
like
what they've said in a study. Yeah, it can. It's kind of like a lazy Susan.
I like the spinny factor.
But anyway, badge of honor for us 80s kids. All right. Well, we are at about an hour and a half. We got to wrap it up. We got to go make sure Aiden is up for the day. And
Daphne. We got to wake up everybody.
Yeah, we got to wake up everybody. Really.
10 o'clock is too late to be sleeping. Let's go.
That is true. So usually we make people get up at about 9 o'clock. But we are out. Thank you for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. There will be nothing except shorts coming out for tomorrow and Monday. But then come on back Tuesday for It Belongs in a Museum. Otherwise, have yourself a wonderful rest of your weekend. Enjoy. Go make some pizzas, Blake.